Shalom, welcome to Tactically Torah. I am Heath Hayes. Today is day 38 of Read the Bible in a Year, and we are on page 124 of the Scriptures, reading chapters 18 and 19. Let's just go ahead and dive right into it. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, I am Yahweh your Elohim. Do not do as they do in the land of Mitzrayim, where you dwelt. And do not do as they do in the land of Canaan, where I am bringing you, and do not walk in their laws. Do my right rulings and guard my laws to walk in them. I am Yahweh your Elohim. And you shall guard my laws and my right rulings, which a man does, and lives by them. I am Yahweh. No one is to approach anyone of his own flesh to uncover his nakedness. I am Yahweh. The nakedness of your father or the nakedness of your mother you do not uncover. She is your mother. You do not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife you do not uncover. It is your father's nakedness. The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father or the daughter of your mother, whether born at home or elsewhere, their nakedness you do not uncover. The nakedness of your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, their nakedness you do not uncover, for theirs is your own nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife's daughter, brought forth by your father, she is your sister, you do not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your father's sister you do not uncover, she is your father's flesh. The nakedness of your mother's sister you do not uncover, for she is your mother's flesh. The nakedness of your father's brother you do not uncover, and you do not approach his wife, she is your aunt. The nakedness of your daughter-in-law you do not uncover, she is your son's wife, you do not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your brother's wife you do not uncover, it is your brother's nakedness. The nakedness of a woman and her daughter you do not uncover, nor do you take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness. They are her relatives. It is wickedness. And do not take a woman as a rival to her sister to uncover her nakedness while the other is alive. And do not approach a woman to uncover her nakedness in her monthly separation of uncleanness. And do not have intercourse with the wife of your neighbor to defile yourself with her. And do not give any of your offspring to pass through to Molech. And do not profane the name of Yahweh your Elohim. I am Yahweh. And do not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. I'm going to read that one more time. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Father speaking to men. Do not lie with a male as if a woman. It is an abomination. Homosexuality is an abomination. It's wrong in every way. Now that I've covered that, verse 23, and do not have intercourse with any beast to defile yourself with it, and a woman does not stand before a beast to mate with it. It is a perversion. Do not defile yourselves with all these, for by all these the nations are defiled, which I am driving out before you. Thus the land became defiled, therefore I punished it for its crookedness, and the land vomited out its inhabitants. But you shall guard my laws and my right rulings, and not do any of these abominations, the native or the sojourner who sojourns among you. Because the men of the land who were before you have done all these abominations, and thus the land became defiled. So let not the land vomit you out for defiling it, as it has vomited out the nations that were before you. For whoever does any of these abominations, those beings who do them shall be cut off from among their people. And you shall guard my charge so as not to do any of these abominable things, which were done before you, so as not to defile yourselves by them. I am Yahweh your Elohim. Chapter 19. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say to them, Be set apart, for I, Yahweh your Elohim, am set apart. Each one of you should fear his mother and his father, and guard my Sabbaths. I am Yahweh your Elohim. Do not turn to idols, and do not make for yourselves molded mighty ones. I am Yahweh your Elohim. And when you slaughter a slaughtering of peace offerings to Yahweh, slaughter it for your acceptance. It is eaten the same day you slaughter, and on the next day. And that which is left on the third day is burned with fire. So if it is eaten at all on the third day, it is abominable. It is not accepted, and he who eats it bears his crookedness, because he has profaned the set-apart offering of Yahweh, and that shall be cut off from his people. And when you reap the harvest of your land, do not completely reap the corners of your field, or gather the gleanings of your harvest, and do not glean your vineyard, or gather every grape of your vineyard. Leave them for the poor and the sojourner. I am Yahweh your Elohim. Do not steal, do not lie, do not deceive one another, do not swear falsely by my name, and so profane the name of your Elohim. I am Yahweh. Do not oppress your neighbor or rob him. The wages of him who is hired is not to remain with you all night until morning. Do not curse the deaf, or put a stumbling block before the blind, but fear your Elohim. I am Yahweh. Do no unrighteousness in right ruling. Do not be partial to the poor or favor the face of the great, but rightly rule your neighbor in righteousness. Do not go slandering among your people. Do not stand against the blood of your neighbor. I am Yahweh. Verse 17, do not hate your brother in your heart. Reprove your neighbor for certain, and bear no sin because of him. Do not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the children of your people, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am Yahweh. Guard my laws. Do not let your livestock mate with another kind. Do not sow your field with mixed seed, and do not put a garment woven of two sorts of thread upon you. And when a man has intercourse with a woman who is a female servant engaged to a man and to be ransomed, but she has not been ransomed nor set free, there should be an inquiry, but they are not to put to death because she was not free. And he shall bring his guilt offering to Yahweh to the door of the tent of appointment, a ram as a guilt offering. And the priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of the guilt offering before Yahweh for his sin which he has done, and the sin which he has sinned shall be forgiven him. And when you come into the land and have planted all kinds of trees for food, then you shall reckon their fruit as uncircumcised. For 3 years it is uncircumcised to you, it is not eaten. In the 4th year all its fruit is set apart. Praises to Yahweh. And in the 5th year you eat its fruit, so that it increases its yield to you. I am Yahweh your Elohim. Do not eat meat with the blood. Do not practice divination or magic. Do not round the corner of your head, nor destroy the corner of your beard. And do not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor put tattoo marks on you. I am Yahweh. Do not profane your daughter by making her a whore, so that the land does not whore, and the land becomes filled with wickedness. Guard my Sabbaths, and reverence my set-apart place. I am Yahweh. Do not turn to mediums, and do not seek after spiritists, to be defiled by them. I am Yahweh your Elohim. Rise up before the gray-headed, and you shall favor the face of an old man, and you shall fear your Elohim. I am Yahweh. And when a sojourner sojourns with you in your land, and when a sojourner sojourns with you in your land, do not oppress him. There we go. Let the sojourner who sojourns among you be to you as the native among you, and you shall love him as yourself. For you were sojourners in the land of Mitzrayim. I am Yahweh your Elohim. Do no unrighteousness in right ruling, in measurement of length, in weight, or in measurement of liquids. Have right scales, right weights, a right ephah, and a right hin. I am Yahweh your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim. And you shall guard all my laws and all my right rulings, and do them. I am Yahweh. All right, and tomorrow is chapters 20 and 21. Shalom.